Welcome back. I'm Robert DuBois, in for Robert DuBois. At WLIE2, we try to focus our attention on topics that are important to our viewers. Sometimes that means we will continually report on a single developing story. While the story may not always be as dramatic as a missing Malaysian plane, if it matters to you, it matters to us. Hyper-focused, high-integrity investigative journalism often meets resistance from those who would suddenly find themselves in the spotlight. This is the case with our coverage of Meadowlawn Park in Cahaba Heights. Before reporting any facts, we consulted Forestry Environmental Services, the City of Vestavia Hills, Cahaba Riverkeeper, and, of course, social media. We were the first to report an ultra-local weather anomaly that prevented work in the park. We then reported on what we thought was progress, but had to issue a correction after further investigation. When we returned for another follow-up, a representative from Forestry Environmental Services tried to turn us away. Our reporter was not intimidated, so the representative called police, who respectfully requested that we leave the park.
Because any bad club, they're going to try to...
Yes. When our crew was filming a spot from across the street the following day, one of the workers initiated a confrontation. Here to discuss the details is WLIE2 investigative reporter Robert DuBois. Robert, welcome to Local Report. What do you have to tell us? Thank you for having me, Robert. As you know, I've been investigating the delays at Meadowlawn Park for a long time. And when WLIE2 began airing my reports, some feathers were ruffled. How so? Well, I could tell early on, when asking for financial documentation, that my inquiries were unwelcome. When I sent pictures of uncontrolled erosion to city officials, the reluctance became more obvious. And then warning signs appeared at the park entrance for the first time, despite there not being any construction vehicles on site for over a month. First, I thought they might be concerned with public safety, but eventually I came to the conclusion they were concerned with public scrutiny, and they wanted to keep people out of the park. They're hiding something. What could they be hiding? I don't know. Evidence is trending towards a Scientology house of worship. Underground house of worship? Yes, underground, considering we didn't see anything being done above ground for a long period of time, and Scientology, given its belief in an extraterrestrial genesis. And then with the UFO landing site over on Crosshaven, there's a lot lending credence to the theory. And then there's the confrontation. Yes, tell us about the confrontation. Well, he didn't appreciate my comments that no work was being done on the site. I asked him if he'd actually seen any of our coverage. He admitted that he'd only seen the correction statement from the general manager. He was upset with being associated with a church group. Did he become violent? Thankfully, no. He instead threatened legal action, proclaiming with a peculiar sense of pride that he had dealt with environmental ambulance chasers before and knew my type. He says lawyer's going to take me to court for defamatory statements. What exactly is a defamatory statement? I haven't got the slightest idea. So far, the WLIE legal department's also come up empty. So when will you be able to tell us more about this underground bunker? Probably never. I'm certain my memory will be stolen before I can report on it. Well, thank you for taking the time to visit with us, Robert. My pleasure, Robert. When we come back, we'll visit a nature park, and WLIE2 handyman Robert DuBois shows us how to improve water pressure in the shower and sink. We'll be right back.